Fungal infection spore. But with guns, because this mod has gotten a lot harder these days, and fight them with just regular swords. And you will see why. Because there are new mobs that are just downright unfair, unbalanced. So let's just start this game, man. First order of business, the top priority is to get a gun. Because like I said, these spore creatures are a force to be reckoned with. So we don't wanna try anything at all. Melee combat is our last resort. It's completely out of the question. We need something ranged because these spore mobs do a hell of a damage, man. And you will see once I get hit by them. It's not fun. This quick. And I think the strat here is to stay away from land right now, because spore mobs together, yes, they will fight each other, but them ganging up on me is not something that I want. Especially since I'm quite naked. Oh, got some coal here though. We take those. That's only one. Oh, that's kind of insulting. Let's actually use up the durability of this axe for the vibes, and then we can call it a day. Nothing around me that I could use. I could go here to the stony shore because there's most likely some iron in there and coal. Yep. If I am lucky, yep, there's some coal and iron in these parts. And some stone. So we can finally get some stone tools. Which will prove very useful in the early game. Not just because, well, it's Minecraft, stone tools are useful, but because well, stone just mogs wood tools to a different degree. And you'll see that copper will actually become useful in the very next days, because that's what's gonna make up our bullets that we will be fueling our guns. And I'm saying this right now, guns are extremely necessary, because we will not survive. We will not survive with just iron armor and iron tools. We actually need some ranged weaponry that is not a bow. You might notice that specific ore right there is a different color, and that's because that's gunpowder. Actually, you know what? Might as well. We need gunpowder for our guns. And if you are lucky, we might actually be able to get a gun in our first day. That would be very nifty. But if you can't, it's fine. As long as we are able to acquire a gun in the early stages, we should be good. But since the Proto hive mind modifier is set to 1, our main threat as of now, let's just get copper actually while we have space. Our main threat right now is the super steroided zombies. I gave them like a huge boost in health and attack damage, like I said. So we should be good. We should be good with what we have. No complaints with the biome. We are actually in a good place right now. Yeah, so after exploring the area and trying to find things to do while it's still daytime, I decided to explore the forest until I heard strange music playing, which, not gonna lie, scared me a little bit. Yo. Why am I not getting any berries? Something's up. What? Okay. That's a bit weird. Oh no, what is that? What is that? Vanguard? I could use some iron. Jeez, that's not good. That's really not good. This is volatile and a Wendigo. Oh no. Fuck no, dude. Hell no, I'm out. One. Oh. You do not want to deal with. Oh, he's gone. Well, anyway, you do not want to deal with Wendigos because they are very, very, very strong. They're in the hyper evolved category, which is like the third tier in this mod. And here's what I will say about Wendigos. Even with a shotgun, it takes like 4 shots to kill. And that's if you're shooting like borderline point blank. It's not a good feeling when you see a mob tank 4 slugs. So as of now, we should gather as much iron as physically possible. And unfortunately for me, 12 is not good enough. So what we will do is dig down because we don't want to be here. Believe me when I say you don't want to be around the surface at night. And I may have chosen the wrong biome to dig down because I'll be digging a lot of andesite, diorite, whatever. We'll be fine. I hope. Make some torches. The more furnaces, the better. But like I said, iron is our top priority. If we could find some iron, that would be really nice. And I mean really nice, because again, we cannot fight these people with just swords. We cannot, no sir. And we can see from a map, there are some evolved people. So there's a scent above me already, see? That's an evolved, but nothing too close, nothing too scary. The Wendigo we saw was a threat, was a real threat. If I remember correctly, they did do some rework to the Proto hive mind, and I do not want to know. I do not want to know what's in store for me. But again, we must find a way to escape where we are right now. Could use my copper, sure. But we could also use a backpack. Because as you can see, my inventory is clogging up. So or we could do the risky play and just dig down to that cave over there. After all, there are no infected, just zombies. Which again, is threatening, sure. But I only see like 2-3 max, so we should be fine. If we deal with just one zombie, I think we can be huge. Look at how durable these guys are. That's 6. That's 6 hits with an axe. This is what I mean when I say any ranged weaponry would be appreciated, because it's non-negotiable. Again, we could always use some gunpowder. No complaints, no complaints. Woo! No sir! I don't wanna be a part of that. How much iron do we got? 18, that's not enough. And the reason for why it's not enough is because we need 13 alone for the workbench. So realistically speaking, we need at least 40. But this is enough to make some iron tools, so I think we will not complain. However, what I will do is strip mine to the other side of the cave that I see over there. And while that's happening, actually, we might as well also smelt a copper for ammo. Future ammo once we have a gun. But I must confess, this is a good start already. Because usually, especially with this new mod that I installed, you may spawn in biomes where it's hard to access caves. And I know that sounds weird, right? But there are biomes, specific biomes where you're just really high up, or you're in specific biomes where it's just full of different stones and not like normal stone, which is very crucial for finding iron veins, if that makes sense. So while we don't have a gun, what we could do is make a shield and iron pickaxe. Ever we come across the infected or even just zombies, we won't be able to take as much damage as, lapis? I have room. But again, iron would be really nice. Do I have to dig down? Without these, this would be borderline impossible. Cause like the spore mobs just pop out of nowhere. I don't know about you guys, but if that happens to you while you're building or while you're just minding your own business, and you just get one shot, that's pretty unfair. Like I said, this mod used to be a replacement for escape and runs as like a fairer version. But the new updates, man, have been so they're good, all right? Don't get me wrong. But the new enemies they've introduced, that's unfair. It's really unfair. Some iron would be nice. What's up, guys? We will have no iron? This has been a disaster. But I'll take that. And that. So what even is the plan? Let's go with some useless things, actually. We can't sleep. That's for sure. Not because I don't want to sleep, but I installed a mod that prevents me from sleeping, so I don't play this game like a pussy and just sleep every night to stop the mobs from spawning. No, we want this game to be pretty fun, pretty entertaining, right? We want action. Like I've been saying that this mod is unfair, but we want it to be like a challenge. So yes, yeah, we have guns, we have gunpowder ore, we got like these turrets and everything. But I've also made it that zombies are much tougher, do more damage. Made the spore mobs, well, they exist, which is already pretty unfair in itself. So we have the weapons on both sides to give both sides a fair advantage. It doesn't feel too unfair in my end because I have guns, but it doesn't feel unfair in their end because they have teleporting mobs. That's unfair. Like you can't just teleport to my location and start a raid. That's mean. That's really mean. Not very satisfied with the iron that I've seen here. We don't have enough for a gun. In fact, actually, let's just get everything here. We're gonna migrate to a different place. Clearly I mined a bad spot, so let's just get out of here. Alright, another day, another dollar. Where do we plan to go? Well, there's nothing here, that's for sure. So, let's go to the stony shore. Let's put the waypoint. And let's hope we can find some more iron. Surface iron would be really nice. Now I won't lie, I do find infection mods quite appealing. Because vanilla mobs, where they stand right now, they're pretty underwhelming, right? And Minecraft isn't a game that's very engaging in combat. Like all you do is like swing and shoot bows. That's pretty much it. You could use some surface iron. I will say building houses is out of the question because all these mobs can grief. I'm not sure if any of you know that, but to the people who've installed this mod not knowing that and watch their creations just get destroyed in front of their eyes, it's not a good look. So if you are gonna build a house, what I do plan to do is build a pillar that's about 9 blocks tall so that we could build our houses on top of there so that we are not vulnerable to not only zombies and the spore mobs, but also to the exploding ones. However, there are flying spore mobs here, so we are still vulnerable to the flying ones. This isn't enough iron. We have enough gunpowder, we can save that. But again, ooh. What am I doing? I'm so bad. Now, we will be using some of these leathers because we have to make a backpack. And our inventory is looking really full right now. So a backpack would be extremely nice. Spectre? Nah. No, I'm out. Here's the thing. You might notice that I keep moving around, just going around like circles. Well, there's a reason for that. That's because I'm trying to avoid the teleporting mobs that come with the spore mod. One key example is the Vanguard, which will teleport to you when they spawn, which you will not see right now, but there's gonna be some foreshadowing in there, and you will see it's not gonna end well for me. Ooh. Oh, wow. All this is perfect. I should make a sword though. This is perfect. Holy shice. This is perfect. This is good. This is good. We can use the strings here to build us a backpack. We actually do not need this. Actually, now watch closely as I make a backpack. If I remember correctly, it's this. Yes. Good. I remember now. So you get copper backpack. And now, with that said, we can make ourselves. We can free up some space. Let's leave some stone, food. Let's just put everything here. Let's keep the torches, we need that. Food, tools, everything, just everything so that we can clear our head. Now that's a spore church, if I remember correctly. You could always use more strings. Okay, once we explore that, we're gonna dig down because we do not want to be in the surface. No, sir. And you'll see, and you'll see. Actually, I don't want y'all to see. Because if... Yeah. Yeah, see? No. I think I'm good, fam. We should be good here, though. Yeah, I'm not scared. Bro thinks he's tough. Was there anything here I could use? I could use the books. Oh, no. Oh, Vanguard. We don't want to be around him. Oh. Oh, yeah. We need everything here. All useful. This is good news. You know what? While we don't have a gun, you can hike use this. Syringe gun? I don't know what you do. But I shall welcome the books, which will prove useful once I have an enchanting table. Dude, I'm hearing random sounds. I don't enjoy it. Let's check it up here though. What I will do is mine these. We have no use for any of these. So I think this could stay in the inventory for now. This could stay in the backpack for now. Oh! You're disgusting. Get out of here. Oh. That's a thing. Oh no. Yeah, that's the flying mouse I'm talking about. Should I even be here? I mean, might as well, right? There is an underground that I saw. Is there a way to go down there without mining? Oh. Where's this? Okay, some random stuff that I will not use for the foreseeable future, but you have a backpack, so we can keep anything, honestly. Increase the... Oh man, what's happening outside? Oh. Oh, we don't want that at all. We're out of here. Let's make a boat. Let's make a boat right now. We shall make a boat and leave. Leave me alone. I don't want to be a part of this. leave me alone. Okay, where's my... There you go. I'm a bad aim. Wait, I'm confused. Why is it doing that? How much health do you have? Man, I'm out. Oh! Let's leave, let's leave! Jeez. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, they're going to me? Let's just leave, dude. I'm out. Good luck. I wish you all the best. That marks day. Are you following me? Don't follow me, just leave me alone. This is... Scampers. Again, this is why it's very important for us to stay away from dry land, because we end up with that. If you could leave me alone, that'd be awesome. Okay. Might as well. We might as well fight him. Because he is not leaving us alone. But this bow is really bad. Theories, man. Oh, you're not worth my time. Get away from me. Annoying ass drown. Yeah, gunpowder, sure, we could use that. Alright. Dude. Have I nerfed you? You guys are dying pretty fast. No complaints though. No complaints. Yes. Now, if we are safe and the AT spawn, I think we're able to explore where we want to settle down for a while, because going around and around is getting boring, I must confess. That being said, I am ready to settle down. You're not worrisome though. So those are scampers. Those mobs over there are responsible for affecting the world. So far, if I remember correctly what the wiki has said about them, they are failed evolutions. So they do not pose a threat. They can affect you, sure, but they do not, again, they do not pose a threat. Like, you shouldn't be threatened by these people. If they were people, which is sad, seeing how they've degraded to such disgusting creatures. Am I in the mood? Am I in the mood? Dealing with zombies. Let's check it out. Got a lot of scampers. Plains biome though. Oh. An outpost of sorts? Pretty cool. How long has it been since I've play this mod. There's structures like that now? It used to be the church only, no? Well, whatever. That's pretty fishy. Pretty eerie. Now, where do we want to go? There's the question. My sources say we go here. But damn, do we need some iron? Maybe I should have. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Look how OP these guys are. Oh man, that was my fault. That was my fault. I panicked. I could have built up, but then again, the Vanguard would have spotted me. So, and I could have dug down, but would I even have enough time? Nah, that was a skill issue in my end. We will try again next time, guys. We will try again next time. That's sad. That's sad. Well, stay tuned for part two, because I will be trying it again. Mark my words. We will be better. We will be more prepared. We will be more prepared. We will play smarter, and we will be less curious because we should have expected that. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.